This is Eat Right Society, a non-governmental organization on health public enlightenment program. And today we are talking about obesity in children, overweight and obesity specifically in young adults. Dr. Fumilayo Morebise is going to talk to you today. You're welcome, madam.
Thank you very much.
What is obesity and overweight?
Before I go, thank you very much. Obesity and overweight, one leads to the other. When a child is overweight, today's the emphasis is on children. When a child is overweight, the tendency is for it, if it is not covered down on time, to be obese in future. So obesity is when a child fat distribution, body weight, is beyond the normal range that child is supposed to have at that particular point in time. And this affects the child physiologically, mentally, affects the child's health at the end of the day. So the child is obese. It can be physically seen when the child is obese.
Now, you are talking about what the child, are you talking about this body mass index? Is that what you are talking about?
Yes. How do you determine that a child is obese?
Yes.
How do you know
that
a child is obese? Naturally, there is what we call body mass index. And this is a factor that is gotten from the weight and the height of both adults and children. For adults, it's easier to measure. But for children, you have to follow a particular child. So sometimes it's good when you go on to the hospital or to the clinic and say, oh, doctor, I need to know the body mass index of my child, because they might need to follow some graph, some factors, whether male or female, it affects that of childhood. So, but by the time this BMI is measured, when the BMI is above 30, that shows for boys, that shows that the child is obese. And for girls, above 31, shows that the child is obese, based on the age range of those children.
Thank you very much, doctor. What are the causes of overweight and obesity?
There are so many causes. See, being overweight has a lot of implications. Number one, genetic factor is a factor that you cannot remove from any factor from a child. When the parents of the child or the family have the tendency to be fat,
it's in their gene.
It's in their gene, genetic. The child will likely be obese. But notwithstanding, if the child is obese and action is taken on time, early in time in that child's life, please come closer, children, come closer. If you don't mind, we are dealing with children obesity. You understand? So the child has the tendency to be obese if the parents are obese. But your ability to identify, I know on time that, oh, there is tendency to be fat. Let me do something on time. Then
so that can break that genetic connection.
Yes, at least if it's yes, it can break it, or it will reduce it from going to that extreme end that it might lead to some things that even might not be able to solve the problem. Number two, we see that our children nowadays, their physical activities has been reduced to the barest minimum. Gone are those days when we would trek distance to school. You are sure that this child will do exercise. And they will trek happily, joyfully, in a joyful mood, trek back home. We are not saying your children should trek, because a lot of factors, especially the city factor, has gone a long way to affect all these things. But notwithstanding, ensure that your children are involved in physical activity. Daily. It can be house chores, it can be aerobics within the house, it can be within the compound. Make sure that the children are involved in activity. Also, number three, part of the causes. We see the sedentary life of our children has increased
And by this sedentary life, you mean by them sitting in one place?
Yes. Watching TV, playing video games. They will be engaged. And some of us, we parents, don't see anything bad in it. Let's not disturb them. You understand? Let's not disturb them. They are enjoying their life. And they'll be watching video, film from morning to evening. That's another one. Another one is late night sleep, disrupted sleep. It goes a long way to affect these children. They are busy watching, playing games. They will not sleep on time. And this sleep needs to be regulated because they need to sleep. It is when they sleep that their hormones can grow, can actually release healthy hormones into their body. So by the time their sleeps are disrupted one way or the other, it goes a long way to affect their weight and their health. And therefore they can start being obese. Another way is that, you see these children, a lot of psychological stress too can happen to children. Maybe the family is not happy, husband and wife are not happy, and they one way or the other, and the child is going through the stress. By this stress, they eat anyhow, and before you know it, they start to develop obesity, unconsciously or consciously, and also their eating pattern. I will not leave this eating pattern to the fault of the children alone. Sometimes it's we parents, because it's what we give them that they eat. And we see that they eat all sorts of junk, sweet, chicken, glutonic habits, all sorts of things. And it is the role of we parents to ensure that these children eat healthy. And they develop, because the rippling effect, just like you see it here, the child takes a long way to actually ripple on the society. When a child develops with a positive attitude towards their health, they develop to be healthy young adults. They develop to be healthy fathers and mothers. And they develop to be healthy parents and grandparents that will release the baton even to the new generations coming. That is why children are very critical in developing a healthy society.
What is the effect of late night eating? When you eat late, does it also contribute to obesity?
Thank you very much. You know, we were saying obesity generally predisposes children to a lot of problems that we might not be aware. Yes, the child might look physical and it's okay. It's just fat. It's just fat. After all, it can run. But this obesity, if it is not curbed and something is not taken on time, it affects this child and predispose the child to a lot of diseases. Example is diabetes mellitus, diabetes generally. Example is high blood pressure. Now I see children, people bring children that are less than 18, and if you see their BP, you wonder whether they are grandfathers.
Wow.
12 years old with diabetes. Serious type 2 that is expected in the adult. Are you getting me? Before you know it, they have heart problem. You understand? A lot of psychological problem. Because by the time they are obese, they start becoming shy of themselves. They start having depression. And you know, depression does not have an end. It does not have an end. They believe that they are outcast in the society. They are not proud of themselves. It kills the morale. It kills the social habit of that child. And before you know it, the parent will not even know the source of the problem. And it will be coming, he or she will be becoming overweight and overweight and overweight. Before you know it, it's out of hand. So it has a lot of implication on these children, even beyond physical health that we think, mental and social. And the child, at the end of the day, it will still affect the adulthood of this child.
Briefly, ma, what can be done, just briefly, to stem obesity and overweight? What can we do to curb it?
Just like I told you earlier, overweight is when the BMI is about, even in adults, about 25 to 30. That's the range of overweight. And sometimes, you see, we have another challenge about eating disorder. I think maybe the next time we have the opportunity, we'll handle the eating disorder in children, because it can be both ways. It can be underweight, where the child refuses to eat healthy food, refuses to eat because he wants to be shandy. He wants to be slim. He wants to be beauty queen. Her mates are slim. And you see her so bony, unhealthy. and is deteriorating in health, and he or she does not know. Before you know it, it's affecting the organs. So that is another part of eating disorder. The other extreme part of the graph is the obesity that we are talking about.
Yeah.
So a lot of factors, especially for the families that we know that it is genetic. What can we do? Number one, we have said it. You can't do anything with your gene. It is not by choice. That is how God has made it. But you can take action to reduce the effect of this genetic activity in your children. Having known that, yes, we have tendency to be fat in my family. Early in life, involve the child in physical activities. Yes, the physical activities has reduced. We have the school bus that is carrying children now, they are no more trekking. But ensure that these children are involved in exercise, activities, trekking some distance. Within the house, let them do something. If at all they don't have anything to do, maybe do some recreational facilities within the compound, within the house. Nowadays, children don't play within themselves, even within a block of flats. Everybody locks themselves out. It is not a positive behavior. It is not good. God those days that there is communal activity that is helping children to be involved in one activity or the other. So let's increase the activity. Number two, that child too, let's not think they don't know the right thing. And that is why as an NGO we have what we call Catch Them Young Children Empowerment Program that we do, where children can come. We go to the school, we have 3 contacts with them, we expose them to healthy practices right from beginning because we believe that they are the root of helping this nation. So they are exposed, they know, enlighten them. Let them know the reason why you can't give them everything they ask. Mommy, I want to taste food. I told you of my experience. I went to a party. The boy, I didn't know it was so serious. The mother was saying, you will be asking for everything. Right there, jollof rice. Finish. Within 5 minutes, he has finished. Sweet. Papa, they came with biscuit. Drink was up to 3. He has finished. And truly, when you see this boy and the brother, very obese. And the next day, he has slept off. I had another one that paid a visit to my office with the mother. I was so shocked. Before you know it, they finished everything they brought. I was wondering. The next thing, they have finished the drink. The mother is obese. The child is obese. It's only the father. You can see that I was not happy. The next day, the child, fat and obese. Because sometimes it cannot be eaten. So it goes to, because it's what we feed them. If they ask for this and you let them know that, no, this is not good for you. I'm not giving you this because of this. They will understand. And next time they won't ask for it. And because before you know it, you are helping them. And when they grow to be that healthy adult, they will give thanks to it. Because if cup is not taken, that riches, you will end up spending it on their health when the time comes. They will not be able to concentrate on their education. They will not be able to do anything.
All right. Finally,
I'm also part of covering it. Reduce their television hours.
Okay.
Give them rules and regulations about time to bed.
Okay, let them sleep on time.
This is the time you play. This is the time to sleep. And when it is sleep, and that's the essence of light out. This is that because your body, the brain will set itself to all these practices. So we should encourage all these practices. Ensure that we still educate them. Physical activity like this is good because you see, thank God for parks and gardens. We want more of it because if this is located in each neighborhood, at least it's safe. You can be so sure that
more
it
people
will. And one of the factors too, sorry for taking you back. You see, most of our schools now, God those days, one of the factors for having a school is to ensure that they have a field for playing. But you see, most of our private schools now, they just they manage the little space they have. There are no spaces for activity. So we should increase activities and encourage them to live a healthy habit.
Thank you very much. We have been talking with Dr. Fumilayo Morebise of ITRA Society, the Executive Director of ITRA Society, and she has been enlightening us about overweight and obesity in young adults, that is children specifically. Next time, I think we are going to talk about underweight because, like you said, there are extremes on both sides. The other side underweight, the other side overweight. We should be at the middle side. Thank you very much. Join us on our website www.eatersociety.org. Okay, and our telephone number, please give us our telephone number that can reach us.
081
Yes.
73
Yes.
111
Yes.
000.
Now you can send your questions either via WhatsApp or through text messages to that number 070. Let me give it to us again. 081
73
73
111
111000. And our office is at Suite 201 Park Hill Center. That is a plaza very close to Yahuse Garden, Yahuse Suya, just by Gwarimpa, First Avenue, Gwarimpa. Join us next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.